The Language of Pain, a focus on neuropathic pain. A video program designed to provide you with further insights into the patient's pain experience, which may help diagnose neuropathic pain.
It's pain that I've never ever had in my life. I mean, I've had a few children and, I've suffered that pain, but this is like out of this world.
But is it a sharp pain?
It's
or is it
stabbing, it's burning, it's shooting. It's sometimes I think there's something live here in my side.
The forearm, it's a burning sensation as if I've been scalded.
What wakes me up is the pins and needles and like lightning, the flashing of pain going down from my ankle down to my foot.
It goes from burning to sort of prickling, and it becomes that you can't bear your clothes on the back.
When anything comes in contact with the scar area, it sends what I'd call an electric spike up the fingers.
You can get a crushing pain, electrical pulsing pain, spasm pain, pins and needles pains. There's so many different pains what I suffer.
Sometimes it feels like the whole leg is encased in a vice. It's hard, it is very, very hard to describe what the pain is like.
There are certain typical verbal descriptors that will point to the fact that this pain is neuropathic in origin, and we should be aware of them, and we should be able to elicit these verbal descriptors from our patients.
If they talk about an abnormal pain or a random pain, then we need to ask them how they would describe it, and commonly they can't.
But a single descriptor in itself is not going to be sufficient. If we just use the term burning, one would not necessarily say that that is by definition neuropathic pain. You have to elaborate and, as you said, dig deeper and look for other collateral symptoms.
The challenge is to explore what a patient means when they first present with pain. And I think there's a great temptation for clinicians to treat all pains the same, and whereas there is an opportunity to be alert to the kind of language that patients use and dig behind what it is they've said, so we can identify those that have neuropathic pains.
I find it very difficult to describe myself sometimes, and it sounds silly the way I described it.
On every occasion I've been back to the doctor, but the initial visit was to try and get the doctor to actually understand what was happening, because they were talking one language and I was talking a different language.
The Language of Pain, a focus on neuropathic pain. A full-length video and supporting materials are available for educational purposes.